all, how are you doing? Welcome to the second episode of my story. In case you're new here, my name is Divina Nyarangi, and kindly remember to subscribe to join the family. You know how that feeling, the feeling that you've always had, you always had by then, like, hey, when I get to campus, I'll meet new friends, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. You're just imagining all the is it weird things, all the odd things, because it happens, having grown up in a village, the only thing that will take me out of that village is, me going to school, me going to college, because what else? If not that, maybe I will have just stayed there, date there, get married there. So this day finally comes, and I was so excited. I was so happy. You've shopped, you've done everything. So you're going to start staying alone, away from your parents. You're going to meet new people. You're going to experience now the city life, all the good things that you've ever imagined. Which actually not everything came to pass. Other things are yet to pass. So tell me your experience when you got to campus. Did you have this feeling? Were you anxious? Were you a bit scared? The life you're not used to, being with new people, actually the socializing itself, all that. So personally, I got to school, we did the admission, and I think it was happiest moment. I'm up and down, new environment, having been given a room with we were having a room, we were 4 ladies in one room. So you imagine all those people, and then imagine you click with everyone and you're having conversations and all that. So generally it was just a very happy time for me. But then I got to learn, not everything was just as expected, There got to be challenges, things that were odd, and it was just a matter of keeping up and trying to catch up with whatever was happening. Starting off with the culture, it is a university. People from different corners of the world, people with different beliefs, meeting all these people. So people are doing weird things, and you're like, hey, okay, so where is this from? And that's very okay, because you have to learn to live with people, because there's no otherwise. So that was one of the things I got to learn. And then there was a lot of party life in university, both the party animal thing and the normal party. That's the time that you want to attend every bash, every celebration, everything that is there. People going out for alcohol and all that, even ladies, everything happened. So in all this, at least later on, I came to realize or learn a few things. It was not just a party life all through. It was not just an excitement all through. Now you get into the system and you're like, okay, now this is it. So some of the things that I got to learn are that as a university student, you need a side hustle. Actually, it doesn't have to be it can be a job. That those who have the privilege to have a job as early as that. It can be, these jobs that require just some little experience or just no experience, like you get to learn while you're working. So it is really advantageous for you when you get to acquire something of the sort, because when you get out here, employers need experience. as much as in university there is that time that you want to do everything that you want. I mean, you can sleep for as long as you want, because who is going to punish you for not attending class? No one. I mean, even your parents are not aware actually, so it's you to choose your life. So the moment you make use of the free time, in future you're going to find it easy. There are those who used to do acting, the theater thing, like the set books, the mini acting, models, you can do videos, all that stuff. By the way, the online writing, those are opportunities that are so good, especially now that in most campuses there is free Wi-Fi. You can easily access desktops, laptops, and all that. So, and smartphones. Actually, all these are just big items. Just by the use of your smartphone, you can do very many things as a student. And from that you were able to earn. A student life is not really a complicated life. And then you see, the pocket money that will be given may not be enough. Well, it's enough, but it may not be enough to some extent. So the moment you're doing this extra stuff, it makes life easier for you. You can earn your own money. At some point, you can even start supporting some little business. You can start even paying your own fee. There are those who have taken up the responsibility of paying their fees through these little things. It's just a trial thing. It's not a must-do thing, but it's recommendable, and it's not that thing that is so strict that is going to keep you bounded on some grounds. So yeah, at least when you practice these things, the ground ahead is going to be softer for you. So personally, I started working while in my 3rd year, and just as I've said, campus has a lot of free time, but once you start working, it's not something easy. Actually, it's just now a matter of making up your mind on time management, because it comes with a lot of challenges, because most of the time you'll be at work, and then the little time that you have, you attend classes. And reading and working are like two things that need a lot of your energy. So what happened, I had to apply for evening classes, so that I work during daytime and then attend classes from 6 to 8. You know how that can be challenging. By the end of the day, you are so drained. You've had a long day at work. You've also come to class and there's this lecturer with so many assignments. You have a presentation. But well, I think that was the most beautiful thing I found in life. Like, it helped me a lot. By the way, a lot. For one, the lecturers are so understanding. Because evening classes are meant for it's either you're working or you're a mom, a dad, you must at least be doing something during the day, or maybe you just decided to have the evening classes, which rarely happens. So for one, at least the advantage is that the lecturers mostly are understanding. They know this lot. So in most cases, you'll be given takeaway assignments, takeaway cards, takeaway exams you must attend. It's physical. So, but at least this gave us time. It gave me time to study and all that. Here, the other issue is now studying for the exam. You have to be productive at work and productive in class. You have to be attentive, you have to concentrate. It was a bit challenging, but then at work is just work. Work, you can be fired in a minute. So at least I try to juggle in between. So after work, I could later catch up with classes. The other thing is now timing. You see, waking up early for work, sleeping late because you're coming from work, from class late in the evening, the traffic, and then you get home, you're tired. But well, you know, at that time you're still young, you are energetic, so you can be able to multitask and all that. But it's not the best. I mean, it's not the best, but it's good. It's pretty good. Now, the most beautiful part in all this is that at least I was able to earn. By the way, it really boosted me a lot, big time. You know, I really never had challenges with the pocket money. You know, at least monthly you get your salary, and then you're still a student. So if you call and tell your parents, you know, I need this, they'll still support you because you're still a student, you know. But at least it really boosted me. But the other advantage of doing classes and work, you can be able to save, because at that time you don't have bills, like very many bills to cater for. You really don't have a lot of things that are weighing you down. So at that time, if you happen to get into that position, you can easily save for the future. So yeah, with me, I struggled, but yeah, I managed. Actually, I graduated while still working at that same place. So that was just amazing. And I'll still encourage anyone who gets a job while still at school. You're getting this side hustle, you wanna do something, go for it. I mean, it's a bit difficult, but at the end of the day, your CV is upgraded, your experience is loaded, your skills are sharpened, you know, so you're ready to step out. So the other thing I learned is make sure you're doing something that is out of your passion. You know what happens the moment you clear your fourth form and the results are out? See, there's that, is it a pass mark or the mean grade? A pass mark, I guess. Like from this grade upward, you can do medicine. From this grade upward, you can have your engineering, you can do education. Yeah. So the moment you're maybe in a certain lot, a parent can decide for you. Like, you know, your firstborn daughter is doing nursing, so you will do medical, whatever. At the end of the day, it's like you're just being pushed. And there is nothing as bad as being pushed to go for a course. I enrolled for mass communication because, just as mentioned on the other video, I really felt like when I grow up, I want to be a news anchor. I still want to be a news anchor, by the way. Yes, I will still be on your screens. I don't know when. So I had that passion. I just liked everything about it. I watched people do it on TV. I watched people doing it on screen, and I was like, wow, that's what I want. So me, after my Form 4, I just told my dad, this is what I want. And I was like, okay, so do you know a university that offers whatever you want? I was like, yes. University A, University B, University C. And then we went checking around, and then we found multimedia, and that's how I ended up there. So actually, I enjoyed my whole course. After that, I had to specialize in public relations because it's me who wanted it, you know. After your second year, you always do your practicals. So you'll go for voice testing, you'll go do your up close, you'll be sent, go collect news, and you're like, really? I need something else. Or, you know, in the village, we just have a simple life. You don't know what you're missing until you're here. You're in campus. I mean, you don't have to be in the city. You're whatever now. You're in whichever town. Is when you're like, wow, okay, I thought I could be a teacher, but now you're exposed, you understand. You know, at that point, you know your personality. So you're like, yeah, I wanted to be a teacher with an English literature teacher with the special something, but you're like, I'll need to drop the special something so that you just specialize in your English literature. But then that's very okay, and that's what happens. So I specialized and finished my course well. Whatever happens with this is that when you go out and now you for the job search, and whatever you did was just something that came out of your parent, it's something that was chosen for you, starting even from school, leave alone starting to hustle out there. Starting from school, the moment the theory is done and you're out for practicals, it becomes so hard for you to connect. So you know what happens in one semester, you have changed a course like twice. You joined Multimedia University, now you want to go to Daystar and study international relations, and then this thing is not working. You want to go to Nakuru campus, Njoro, go study agriculture extension. I don't know. I don't know. What will be your take? I mean, should parents decide what you're supposed to do? I know we need them to guide us, but at least we should work with what we have, who we are. If today, if you're forcing me to do something, let me say you're telling me to go and study law, you're just wasting that money. Leave alone that money. I'm just wasting that time. Whichever, 6 years, 7 years, I'll just push people. And then that's when you start getting receipts, retakes, what is it? Academic suspensions. But it's good that you do what you love. At least, when you're called for an interview and you did something that you love, you don't have to spend a whole night cramming, doing what. You'll just know, all I need is just customer service skills. All I need is how to talk to a patient. And that's it. But when you're called for your interview and you just did law because your mother said you must do law in this house, we must have a law graduate, that's how we end up losing opportunities, by the way. And I thank God for me, it worked well, and I still do whatever I do out of passion. So the other thing is letting go of toxic people or toxic environment, not just people but environment. So I got into this university, and then of course in our rooms, in our classes, I got to meet people with characters. Amazing, weird, hey, just name them. Of course we had people who could drink until you wonder, like, when did they start drinking? You just came from the village, so when did they begin it? But we are all different. Same to the hostels. I think at some point I needed to move out of the hostel because having people maybe you don't resonate with, and you're like, I think now staying outside is going to be the only option here. And now staying off campus is another issue, because now you have to plan on fare, there's no free Wi-Fi, and then waking up early, because now you have to wake up early, prepare yourself so that you're in class early, all that. And then this particular thing also taught me a lot. By the way, don't leave campus for those who are still in campus, don't leave campus before you get to taste life outside campus. It helps you to mature up so fast, to grow your brain so fast, because now you're living alone. In your single room, you're just alone. If you decide to sleep hungry, you sleep hungry. If you decide to go sleep in whichever place you want, you will go sleep. But what's the end result? Those were the challenges. Now you have your whole life in your hands. It's you to make the decision. So making meals, preparing, you have to pay rent, you have to pay for the bills, whatever, you have to be responsible, keep the cleaning and all that. It's not just like campus, like the hostel thing where you stay on your bed watching movies because the cleaners will come do their cleaning. So it's you watch your movie, go take your breakfast, come back. Yeah. So staying outside was a bit challenging, having its own challenges, but it's also a good thing. So finding a student organization to join is also another good thing. I really regret I think maybe I was not so active, I was not used to so many people, and then finding, all this vibe, I was not used to it, so I never joined an organization unit early enough. I just came to join. We have drama, music clubs, we have the church clubs, the Musda, Kosda, all those, the CU and the Catholic, whatever, all those things. But then if you find a group, it's so important that you join any, because having people that you connect with is something so important, something so it has its own added advantages in your life, because once you're in the university, the only friends that you have at that moment are your high school friends, and maybe you're not with them in that same campus. So, and then maybe your classmates, maybe one or two, and then you meet once when you're having classes, But when you're having these I'm talking about the social groups. The social groups make a lot of difference in your life. To start with, communication. When I was in the Muster, we have these meetings, we have these prayers, we have these personal visits. That is something that grows your personality. Like, it teaches you how to communicate, how to relate with people, not just to get out of college when you're just a zombie. Of course, you may get in when you're a zombie, but getting out requires you to be out in a different way. So such groups are so important. You can find WhatsApp groups. These clubs or these people form WhatsApp groups that may not just end after school, they may continue to your lifetime. These are people that you're going to relate with during your internships, during your attachments, and then these are the same people that you'll be checking out when you're out there. You'll be helping each other find jobs. They're the people going to help you grow your life. So whenever you find this group, just keep it and make very good use of it, because it has a very great impact. So thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for part 3 of my story. They're coming. That was just a small bit of it, so stay tuned for the other part. Kindly remember to subscribe, comment, and share the video, especially if you're having someone who is in campus who is going to join and all that. You can share the video so that this person knows what to expect, and maybe it can be of help somehow, somewhere. So thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.